The white horse accidentally fell into the lake. Jack tried to pull it out but slipped couldn't. Thinking quickly, he hung a rope above, successfully rescued the white horse. Touched the white horse, shed tears. After thanking Jack, the white horse left, turning into a white light, disappearing. When Jack woke up, he found 2 extra horses, a donkey in his house. The donkey declared Jack as its master. To show gratitude, they journeyed to the capital, where everyone wanted to buy his horses. Seeing this, the king claimed the horses as his own. The donkey protested. The 2 horses ran back on their own. Unwilling to give up, the king pursued in a carriage, but ended up stuck in a pile of flour. The king then assigned a task to capture the fire phoenix, which had been attacking the army. Jack accepted the challenge, prepared pine cones, went to the desert. Using the pine cones as bait, he lured out the fire phoenix. After the phoenix swallowed a pine cone which Jack had laced with a sedative, it fell to the ground, allowing Jack to capture it. Jack was hailed as a hero for defeating the fire phoenix. Just when Jack was celebrating, a claw reached out from behind him. The fire phoenix suddenly shed a tear, which fell on Jack's leather shoe, burning a hole in it. Instead of getting angry, Jack was delighted because he had captured the fire phoenix. Completed the task assigned by the king. However, at that moment, the fire phoenix seemed to lose its vitality, dimming in color. Jack couldn't bury it, so he released the fire phoenix from its chains. The fire phoenix regained its freedom, radiating light. It looked at Jack, who gestured for it to leave quickly. The fire phoenix then soared into the sky, circling above as a gesture of gratitude towards Jack. It gave him a feather before flying away. Unaware of the feather's significance, Jack was about to face execution by the king for failing to bring back the fire phoenix. Despite his desperate defense, no one believed he had captured the fire phoenix. He hurriedly presented the feather as evidence, but by then it had lost its shine. Just as the crowd prepared to execute Jack, the feather suddenly emitted a golden light, illuminating the area like daylight. The fire phoenix reappeared. The crowd erupted into cheers, finally believing Jack's story. Jack was saved from his impending doom. The whale was trapped here, its body growing into an island, it cried daily. The king sent Jack to eliminate it, but Jack decided to rescue the giant whale. Riding on his flying donkey, he flew into the whale's nose. Inside the whale's body, there was a sparkling starlight. The donkey touched the inner wall. The whale slowly raised its head. The chains began to break, then it sneezed, propelling them both out. It turned out to be the whale's domain, where fishermen had mistakenly intruded. The whale regained its freedom, expressed gratitude by giving Jack a ring. Upon Jack's return to the capital, the king deemed the mission a failure, sent Jack to the execution platform. Pushed by the king, Jack fell. But the princess quickly removed the ring the whale had given, threw it into a boiling pot. The boiling water instantly cooled, allowing Jack to leap out of the water, fall into a second pot, freezing into a block of ice. At that moment, the fire phoenix appeared just in time. Throwing one of its feathers into the pot, the ice block melted instantly. Jack was ejected once again, falling into the last boiling pot. The princess cried at that moment. A streak of light flashed. A dandelion floated down, landing in the hot water pot. Jack unexpectedly flew from the pot towards the princess. The king, in disbelief, jumped into the pot. Was trapped by a giant bubble, drifting away. Supported by the people, Jack became the new king.